Good morning to one and all present here. I'm Rasagna from India, presenting on the topic Riding Heart to Heart Psychology Behind Enhanced Horse Riding. To start off, why is psychology even required to be understood or studied in equestrian setting? The main reason is it's widely underestimated and people aren't aware. So everybody who used to practice sports know that the most important thing is the sportsman's head. In horse riding, we have two of those, one of the rider and one of the horse. Each work completely differently perceive the world and react to particular signs. The horse um, pick up way more information and stimuli from the environment and reacts more quicker than we do. It also helps in the well-being of athletes. Psychology deals with development and social aspects of sports participation and helps in solution finding for systematic issues associated with sports setting and organizations. The basic statement is in order for the horse to understand us, we need to understand the horse and ourselves better. Having this fundamental knowledge, one should analyze the behavior and consider the training methods. These are some of the effects the rider has on the horse while riding. When speaking about the other sports, optimal performance comes if the athlete's physical and mental ability allows them to do so. Whereas in horse riding, it always depends on a relationship between the horse and the rider. Horses are very sensitive towards the mental state of the rider. In such a case, the communication between them has to be harnessed so well that it affects the performance since the horse can detect both positive and negative signs of the rider. So, communication that is both positive and negative. So, positive communication is more of self efficacy, a relaxed rider, and good emotional state of the rider. Whereas the negative communication from the rider is when they are anxious or have self doubt and have fear of performance. So, these negative communications in turn reduce the performance of the horse as its partner is signaling something negative, causing fear in the horse. So, these are some of the ways to create a positive partnership and improve the performance as a whole. Most important is relaxation because there has to be a calm before the competition as the race in the heart rate affects the horse's state of mind. Next comes attentional focus where the rider pays attention on what to focus, such as a beginner focuses more on position while an advanced rider focuses on the map of the arena. Next is following a routine which would keep both rider and horse relaxed as they both are familiar due to practice. The next major factor is self-talk and efficacy, which would also determine the confidence level of the horse itself and impact the performance. The experience of the rider influences their riding capabilities, decision making, and their performance. Finally, a matching personality of the horse and rider as well as their experience can create a positive partnership. So, following all these can prevent injury, also can improve their performance as a whole. But sometimes injury cannot be avoided or happens due to inexperience. As horses can sense fear and nervousness of the rider, which is a major factor that puts both the horse and the rider at risk of injury. A lot of factors such as age, experience, health of horse were highly rated for cause of injury, but actual cause being improper understanding of the horse and training of the rider. The next point is not only the horse needs to be free from distractions, but the rider too needs high concentration level to understand cues given by the horse and react quickly to avoid miscommunication and injury in turn. And sometimes, since horses are usually prey animals, they have higher levels of flight instinct. When confronted with slightest sign of danger, they tend to startle or try and escape the situation, causing injury. Finally, there are certain ways in which horses communicate and how they are feeling currently, which, if understood, can lead to avoidance of injury and communicate better. So, moving on to the advantages of riding, that which has effects on human. after training and injury prevention are separated into two, such as therapeutic benefits and social benefits. So, therapeutic benefits help the rider feel more relaxed, cope with stress, manage emotions, feel happy and focused while riding, and in their daily life. They also learn to keep calm and be patient as they get trained, as things don't always go as planned while riding, and only patience can improve or help them get better results. Apart from such simple pleasure, it helps people with ADHD and depression feel better and happier. Moving on to the social advantage, it is that people feel riding is more like venting, and also they can share their feeling without being judged, and also get support from the horse or sharing with the other people. Being part of riding clubs would encourage social interaction and well-being. It also helps in developmental part of the rider where they would have improved body balance, concentration and psychomotor abilities. So I would like to conclude by saying that almost all riders agree to the fact that horses react and have a change in their behavior as well as performance based on the mood state of the rider. High levels of correlation were seen between the personality of the rider and the behavior of the horse while performing in the show. So, according to the study done by Kamov et al., it was known that mental state and attitude of the rider or handler around the horse affects the way they respond to the horse. Since a more relaxed rider or person with a positive attitude keeps the horse relaxed compared to a person with negative thought process, which increase the heart rate of the horse when they stroke them. Thank you.